What is it that you need to get unstuck today? First of all, have you identified that you're stuck? I think unconsciously we're stuck sometimes, meaning we get busy with other things that don't move us forward, and we don't even know that we're stuck until we all of a sudden go back and check on the results and the progress that we make towards this goal that we set. Sometimes we forget about the goal and we don't even know that we're stuck, right? Because we have this great ability to forget about that stuff, get ourselves busy with something that creates the perception that we're not stuck and that we're busy. And I call that fake work. That was another rise up. So that's the first step. The first step to end suffering is the acknowledgement that you are. The first step to getting unstuck is the recognition that you are stuck, right? So that's the first step of the day. But then what I'm entertaining today in this rise up is, are you really stuck? Or are you placing yourself in a position with some unconscious thoughts and concepts that are not permitting you to move forward? I think we're in a lot more control of our future and destiny. So, Chicken, before I start to ramble on, anything you want to input into this conversation, my sweetie? What are you excited about today? I know that you have excitement and you have challenges today. So the question is, what are you excited about today?
I'm excited about handing in my paper for school.
Okay.
Not my paper, my paper.
What's the value of handing in, like when you have an assignment in school and you get it done? Is the value getting it done, or is the value what it creates?
What do you mean by what it creates?
Well,
it creates freedom.
Okay, no, but it's interesting.
Done.
I had somebody call me this morning and say, and this is what kind of prompted me to do this rise up, even though I was thinking about it. I find that when I do a rise up and I think about something, those conversations pop up. So I had somebody contact me this morning, ironically, and said, hey, I need your help. I need your assistance. I just need a kick in the ass because I'm stuck. And it had to do with forward movement towards financial goals. They had gained a little bit of weight and all that stuff. So the conversation that ensued there was, I said, well, tell me the value of getting unstuck, right? I tried to get them focused on the value, and all they proceeded to do was justify why they were stuck.
Yeah.
And what I explained to them, and this is why I asked you that question, and this is a great tip for anybody listening. Great morning to everybody in Clubhouse. We're going to have an after party in this after. But what's interesting about this whole idea, when I say what's the value of where you want to go, and then people proceed to say, well, I just need to do this, I just need to do that, and they justify and validate why they're stuck, but they don't tell me what the value is. So probably one of the biggest lessons I've ever learned in life, which also prompts me to recognize why I spent most of my life trying to get into town in a rocking chair, back and forth, is that I was always trying to move away from something I didn't want versus move towards something that I did want.
Yeah.
So that is what I want to offer you to look at this morning before I jump into this, is the idea of, are you going after something today so that it erases something that you don't want, or are you going after something because of the value that it has? Because if you're not looking at the value that something has, that's probably why you're oscillating. Because as soon as I'll give you an example for Chicken's paper. As soon as she hands that paper in, if her desired goal was associated with not having that paper anymore, getting it off her plate, well, that's going to be a temporary fix. And she's not going to continue to move forward, because probably tomorrow or the next day she'll get another paper to do, and then she'll go into that same process. So the idea is, what is it that you want? What's the value of it? Is it really important? Is it attached to everything that you desire? When my 15 Days of Discipline course comes out, it's all about that. It's all about creating something that you want that's so important that all of this crap that I'm going to talk about now, and all of the crap that we think holds us back, it no longer matters, right? Because we're always going to have concepts. We're always going to have these things in our head that justify why we're not moving forward, until the day that moving forward is as important to you as breathing when your head is underwater.